what's going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Thriller, and welcome everyone to Impact Wrestling Review. And for the Impact Wrestling Review, I'll be giving to you was the show from June 8th, 2019. They were at the 2300 Arena at Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Your commentators were Josh Matthews and Scott Demoy, and it was a special event that happened on Impact Plus. It was live on Impact Plus, and Impact Plus presents A Night You Can't Miss. It will feature the main event, which was going to be Tommy Dreamer and the legendary Great Muda versus Michael Elgin and Johnny B. Trash. And the special guest referee was supposed to be Jerry Lynn, but the thing is, I don't remember seeing Jerry Lynn. I didn't see him being there. Being the referee of the main event, which is kind of strange, but it's not a hero there. But let me get to what happened on this show here, and I'll let you know about what's just a night that you can't miss, what pertains to the show itself for Impact Wrestling, which again is called A Night You Can't Miss. So the first match was the Rascals defeating OVE. The Rascals was Dez, Wentz, and Trade versus Madman Fulton, Dave and Jay Crest. Match itself was decent, and like I said, the Rascals won, and there you go. I thought it was gonna be an impactful match, but it wasn't really. I thought it was decent though. Then we get to Moose defeating the Luchasaurus. In the match, I thought it was pretty decent too. Moose was doing this disgusting thing with he's putting his hand in his trunks, touching his own nuts, trying to give a chop to Luchasaurus. Luchasaurus counter, and then takes his hand and then smother it on his face, which is good. I don't understand why Moose is doing that anyways. But Moose ends up giving the Luchasaurus a little blow because referee gets distracted, where he almost got bumped out. Who got basically almost got a referee bump, and then Moose goes for the spear and gets the win. Then we get Little Greedo defeating Gaze. Match itself, it was alright. I wasn't into it that much anyways. But hey, at least Little Greedo won. Little Greedo from who's one of the ECW originals from FBI, full-blooded Italian, and also was better known as Nunzio from the WWE. So there you go. We get Taya Valkyrie defeating Jordan Grace to retain her Impact Knockouts Championship. This match itself was good. During the match though, Taya Valkyrie was being talking down by a fan who was in the front row from the corner side from there, and obviously this fan was drunk, and this fan kept talking a lot of trash to Taya Valkyrie, but Taya Valkyrie ignored him as the match continued. I should also point out too that you had Johnny E. Bravo out there as well, at ringside for Taya Valkyrie. We get a referee bump, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, we did, because Jordan Grace went for the Grace Driver onto Taya Valkyrie. Looked like she was going to win there to become the new Knockouts champion. But then Johnny E. Bravo pulls the referee out of the ring, and then he gets a steel chair, tries to hit Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace catches it, and then Johnny E. Bravo takes it away from her, and then tosses it to her head. Taya Valkyrie gets the win. Referee, the original referee recover, gets the win over Taya Valkyrie. Taya Valkyrie, gets the win over Jordan Grace. And I said to myself, what the fuck was that? What was that finish? Garbage. That's what it was. But the match itself was good though. But the booking of the finish was garbage in a way. Wow, that was ridiculous. We get Willie Mack defending his House of Hardcore championship by defeating Rich Swann and Teddy Hart. I believe, he either beat Teddy Hart in the match, Willie Mack. And yeah, the match itself was a damn good match. Basically, this was the best match I've seen so far on the show. William Mack, Rich Swann, and Teddy Hart. All three of them did a tremendous job in the match. So props to all three of them, especially to William Mack for retaining the HOH, the hardcore, the House of Hardcore Championship, I should say. And by the way, that's another thing too. Impact Wrestling is in partners with House of Hardcore for this event of a night you can't miss. We get Sami Callihan defeating Eddie Edwards in the Philly street fight. Now in the street fight, you have candlesticks, baseball bats, steel chairs, plywoods, a table, not a wooden table, just a regular table that was used for the timekeeper area. You have Eddie Edwards Converse shoes involved. You had disgusting loogies from both Sami Callihan and Eddie Edwards involved. Yeah, replica belts getting involved in the match, like the ECW replica championship. The replica ECW championship, the original one from ECW. And then you have a replica NXT championship belt that was used by Sami Callihan, and Sami Callihan basically spits on the belt and then tosses it, and then he says NXT sucks. Yeah, he would know that because he was part of NXT when he was known as Solomon Crow. So yeah, there's still some vendetta there. There's still some grudge and bitterness between Sami Callihan and NXT. But I don't blame him though. And fuck Triple H. But anyways, trash cans was involved too as well. And there was small baseball bats too as well, used by Eddie Edwards, and one of them almost hit basically a close call, almost flew into the fan. Thank God it didn't happen. Otherwise, Eddie Edwards would have been sued. But in the end, like I said, Sami Callihan won the match. He basically rolled up Eddie Edwards and pulled the tights to get the win. And I'm trying to remember what else happened in the match. Madman Fulton came out there to help out Sami Callihan, and then somebody else came out there. Oh yeah, the Sandman came out there, weighing him with the candlestick, chasing him away. But in the end, it didn't matter because Sami Callihan ends up winning the match anyways. So there you go. We were supposed to get this next match, which was supposed to be Joey Ryan versus Billy Gunn, which it was going to be Touch It versus. It was good, and this was the name of the match. It was going to be Touch It versus Suck It. So yeah, but the match never happened. So D'Lo Brown came out there. Basically, I knew where this was going, so I skipped it. I didn't care. But D'Lo Brown, what I said here, D'Lo Brown said that Billy couldn't make it. Match will be rescheduled for another time. And there you go. I don't want to talk about what Joey Ryan did, because to be honest with you folks, I didn't want to see him. I didn't even want to see D'Lo Brown do what he did with what happened with between D'Lo Brown and Joey Ryan. I'm glad I didn't see it. I skipped it. I'm not even gonna talk about it. I'm pretty sure I could put two and two together. What pertains to Joey Ryan's move. So yeah, I'm not gonna mention that. So I'm moving on. And I'm not gonna watch it either. Like I said before, I skipped it for a reason, because I don't want to see it, especially when it pertains to one of my favorites, D'Lo Brown. Don't want to see him be stoop to that level. So anyways, main event time is the Great Muta and Tommy Dreamer versus Johnny B. Trash and Michael Elgin, being accompanied by Johnny E. Bravo, or should I say Johnny E. Bravo, and Taya Valkyrie. And as soon as the match began, it was Tommy Dreamer and Michael Elgin in the match. Also, I noticed the camera was was trying to not to fully see Taya Valkyrie from outside, because the same fan that was talking trash to Taya Valkyrie earlier on the night was talking trash to her again, while you have a legendary wrestler in the Great Muda in this main event match, whereas it's not supposed to be about the Great Muda, and his fan decided to make it all about himself and to talk trash to Taya Valkyrie again, and then Taya Valkyrie decides to talk trash back to him. In a way, she wanted to defend herself, and she basically had enough of this fan. But I wish she would have never done that. I wish she would just she would just ignore that drunk piece of shit, asshole of a fan. So they were bickering back and forth. I don't know what they were talking about. It didn't matter anyways. But the Taya Valkyrie also knocks off the beer out of his hand. A cup of beer out of his hand. He gets upset. He spits at Taya Valkyrie, but he missed though. Based on how I seen it, yeah, he missed. In a way, it did catch that part where Taya Valkyrie did get spat at by this fan, but the fan missed anyways. So he got kicked out. Obviously, a security came at him and all that. And Taya Valkyrie still she did got away from him. Michael Elgin at one point wanted to confront the guy. He wanted to beat him up, which when you get Michael Elgin pissed off, you better watch out for Michael Elgin. But Johnny B. Trash, I gotta mention this one thing before I talk about what he did to this fan. That was basically giving his wife a hard time. So Johnny B. Trash earlier on the promo talking about basically what pertains to the match against Tommy Dreamer and the Great Muda, because Michael Elgin vows that he's gonna put those two in the hospital. So Johnny B. Trash decided to say, because the whole thing was Slamtown, him being a Slamtown USA, and Slamtown. He says Samspable. Let me try to say that again, because it didn't sound like I said it right. Slamspable. Slanstable. Basically, in his way to say hospital, but instead of hospital, he says slanstable. Now let's get to the part where it pertains to the fan of what the whole commotion with the fan, the drunk asshole fan and Taya Valkyrie. So after all that happened, the fan tried to spit on Taya Valkyrie, which he missed again. I got mentioned like he missed. Yeah, he didn't do a good job of spitting at someone. You couldn't even catch them. So, but anyways, so Johnny B. Trash he's giving that guy the middle finger. I think he flipped two birds at him, and then he gets on the top rope, and then he decides to pull down his pants and show his ass to that fan. Yeah, because when my wife gets pissed at by a fan, the one thing I want to do is to show my ass to that fan. Basically, show him my full moon. At least Michael Elgin got up out of his out of his corner to go at to try to go after that fan. For still talking trash, by the way. At least he was trying to beat him up, but Johnny B. Trash, no, he's decided to show his ass to him. So Tommy Dreamer got on the microphone while they're trying to continue on with this match. He says, show some respect to the Great fucking Muda, and they're basically references to that fan that was being an asshole. Made it on the show about him, and went for business for himself because he decided to be a drunk asshole of a fan. For no reason at all, wants to trash talk to Taya Valkyrie. I don't get why. I don't understand why, but the match continues on after that. Basically, the match fell apart after that. And it fell apart because of that fan, obviously, but they still continued on the match, and it was a decent. It wasn't a great main event. It wasn't a good main event. I thought it was a decent main event, but at least they picked it up though later on. And the Great Muda, he can still go, by the way. He looks like he ain't never gonna retire from wrestling. Great Muda is still in good shape. He still wrestles pretty good. Obviously he's not in his prime anymore. He's way past his prime. He's 56 years old, obviously, but he can still go. And you go any better than Goldberg and Undertaker, and that's no disrespect to those two. I'm just saying, Great Muda could still go. PCO can still go. Um, and it has nothing to do with them being on WWE. It's just that they can show that they can still go. Like a Tommy Dreamer can still go, and Robert Van Dam can still go. Sabu in a way he could kind of still go, even though he was never a great wrestler to begin with, or good. But Sandman, nah, I mean he could still get in the ring and get the job done, but he was never a great wrestler anyways. He was not even a decent wrestler either. He was a terrible wrestler, but hey, at least he got over. But anyways, so in the end, basically we get the Great Muta getting the win over Jamie Trash, and basically the Great Muta was doing his vintage stuff in the ring, which was good. After the match, after Great Muta and Tommy Dreamer won the match, Tommy Dreamer calls a promo saying Great Muta is his influence. He wanted at one point to to wear face paint and be called Tommy Acid, I believe it was. And then this I believe it was the promoter or agent, whoever, said no. How about you be called Tommy Dickhead? If you want to come up with a name like that, and and also saying something about you have your face is too it's too good looking, I guess, as I said. And then he how about Tommy Dreamer then? And then Tommy Dreamer worked out better than Tommy Dickhead. He tried to give the microphone to Great Muta. Great Muta didn't want to talk, which is good. Great Muta, there's no need to just to watch the Great Muta talk. Only thing that's I want to watch all the Great Muta, not because of his entrance, but also because of how he dressed, and the way he carries himself, but because to watch him wrestle. So, but yeah, he didn't say anything. So Tom Dreamer did the rest of the talking, and that was it. That was the show. So because there was no Joey Ryan versus Billy Gunn on the show, the Toma Wrestling on the show was 7 matches. Now the big question is, was this show a night that you can't miss? What pertains to watching the Great Muta, you could say that. As far as the rest of the matches, well, to me, 3 matches stand out for me, and that was the House of Hardcore Championship triple threat match, 3-way match in a way, basically, the Philly Street Fight, and the main event, obviously, that features the Great Muta, teaming up with Tommy Dreamer versus Johnny B. Trash and Michael Elgin. Other than that, the rest of the show, you could have missed that. You could have missed that. But yeah, but my overall rating for the show, I'm gonna go a 5.5 out of 10. That's the best I can do for it. It was decent. So that being said, folks, thank you all for watching. For It's the Natural Born Driller, saying peace on the streets. For this was your Impact Wrestling review, where it was Impact Wrestling and partners with House of Hardcore, and it was on Impact Plus, and this was Impact Plus presents A Night You Can't Miss.